Legend.
You let me fall apart without letting go.
God, that's good. Oh, man, there's nothing like a gorgeous two-part harmony, is there?
You ready?
Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Peter Barber, a professional opera singer and music producer, and today for the first time ever I'm going to be checking out Halestorm, and this is Break-In featuring Amy Lee, who's the lead singer of Evanescence, I'm pretty sure. So really excited to hear all of this for the first time. Guys, this is a reaction and analysis, so I will be pausing primarily to talk about vocal technique, as that's where my expertise lies, but I often end up commenting on the arrangement or instrumentation or other audio engineering things as a background in music production. So, without further ado, let's check out Halestorm for the first time, Break-In, featuring Amy Lee. Sounds like Evanescence.
It's all said and done, I'll follow the echo.
So this is this Lizzie? Lizzie Hale? You have to fact check me on that. I've only seen that she's done an interview with Elizabeth Jaroff, who's a good friend of mine. But again, I've never heard this group. What an awesome voice. I love the intimacy that she's taking towards this opening vocal line. She's allowing her voice to be breathy and a little smoky, almost like she's telling you, in like a very private conversation. Also, some things to look out for. You'll notice there's like interesting vowel shapes to what words she's saying, and vowel modification is something we singers do basically to maximize the best sound that you can get while making sure the language is still understandable, still intelligible. And so you'll notice some odd vowel shapes that she's doing, but it's really actually quite fascinating, the choices she's making there. So just keep an eye for that. Watch kind of the vowels she's making in relation to the words. Just realized I had been taking a video screen recording for a very long time. I'm gonna delete that. I was like, what is my keyboard counting down on? Okay, back to it. So those vowels are all pretty true to the words.
When it's all said and done,
Said and done. So no one would say said and done like this in a very wide small position. Said and done. Said and done. Said and done. So she's clearly doing that because she knows her voice well, and she knows that position on those words is going to get the right sound, the right brightness, the right whatever to convey this message she's trying to put forth. That was the main example I was actually looking for.
when it's all said and done, I'll follow the echo. I hear you night after night calling out my name. Ooh. And I find myself running to meet you.
This is really cool to hear her in a studio setting and watch her, in the booth, headphones on, into the microphone. This is very unnatural and very difficult to sing in this context, and it's something that all recording artists have to figure out how to do. It's very different than singing live. And I'm interested if she would be taking the same vocal approach in a live performance as she does in the booth, because to get the right sound on a microphone is a little different than a studio microphone is a little different than how to get the right sound on in a live setting, an acoustic setting, or depending on the live microphone you're using for amplification. These microphones are, of course, for recording, not for amplification. You can tell she's really opting for that wide mouth, more forward-placed sound. And that could be to get a little more of that brightness into this recording, get a little more of that edge to the sound. But she's really opting for like a smile position through pretty much this whole performance until she gets to like an ooh vowel or a vowel that has to be closed, right?
Night, calling out my name. Ooh. And I find myself running to meet you. I didn't want to escape from the bricks that I laid down.
And she, let me just say, that just revealed her experience right there. She really knows how to work this microphone. It's like, she literally, like this way, she started back here, like singing loudly, and then as she got quieter, like she was going in to kiss it. And like very smooth timing, probably perfectly relative to how much true volume was actually coming out. That was really cool to see. Really awesome.
I didn't want to escape from the bricks that I laid.
Look at her leaning in slowly. Oh man, that's perfect.
You are the only one that saves me. Trust me and believes me. You are the only one that knows me. And in the dark you show me.
God, this is so cool to watch. You'll notice how on certain vowels, she actually prefers singing slightly out of the left side of her mouth. This is actually not an uncommon thing. Sometimes singers they actually prefer to sing out of one side of their mouth, depending on what vowel and the words and stuff like that. A lot of opera singers do it. And it's cool to see that up close in real time as she kind of turns her head and opens this side a little bit and angles it a certain way towards the mic. We're getting just a little bit of grit, right? As she gets up to the top of this chest belting range, we're getting a little bit of that grit that if she chatted with Elizabeth, she probably can do some pretty harsh vocals and some pretty gritty singing. That's generally the clientele that Elizabeth tends to chat with for her channel, being so big on rock analysis and metal analysis. Anyway, those couple things. Still really, really going for that big kind of bite the apple smiley sound. Look at how much she turns her head and opts to sing out of the side of her mouth on only one. So it's just, she knows her voice. She wants to get a certain color at a certain dynamic, and that's how she does it. Watch this. All right, so she gets up to the D5 above tenor high C and pure chest voice with a little bit of grit, and then flips into her head voice for that E5, one step up. Legend.
You let me fall apart.
Oh.
Without letting go.
Oh, yes.
Then you pick up the pieces and you make me whole.
That's good. Oh, man, there's nothing like a gorgeous two-part harmony, is there? Hell yeah. Bravo, ladies. Brava, ladies. Just gorgeous. So we have, it sounds like Amy Lee has a naturally lower sitting voice, a little bit of a darker, warmer voice. Lizzie, I hope that's the right name, lead singer of Halestorm, opts for that more biting kind of forward approach. And you can tell Amy Lee is kind of leaning into the actual pharyngeal space. This space we actually use as opera singers to get a dark, warm sound. She's leaning a little bit more into what she has naturally there. And so what comes out is a darker, warmer sound, which is a really nice contrast to Lizzie. I'm going to say her name's Lizzie. Actually, let's find out real quick. Mason, cut this. Hell yeah. Nailed it. It is Lizzie.
Then you pick up the pieces and you make me whole. I didn't wanna escape from the bricks that I laid down.
That's down to an A. So getting towards the bottom of probably the comfortable chest range for Amy here, but still probably a ways to go. But we're getting a nice like smoky color down there.
From the bricks that I laid down. You are the only one that sees me, trust me and believes me. You are the only one that knows me, and in the dark you show me.
So Lizzie taking the high harmony, obviously as she was in the verse. Amy taking the low harmony, and I love how the arrangement here has her just on vowels for a part of the first half of this chorus phrase, while Lizzie's singing up on words. Amy's going ooh ah, just ooh to ah, and it creates this really cool atmosphere with them together, and just kind of a foundation for Lizzie to sing over.
Trust me and believes me. You are the only one that knows me, and in the dark you show me. Yeah, it's perfectly reckless. Damn, you leave me defenseless.
And this is a great example. Vocal harmonies, two-part harmonies work really well 1/3 apart from each other, because the thirds can track really nicely in the key. Parallel fifths is something you usually try to avoid, both in composition and in harmonies. It's not a rule, it's more of a guideline. But thirds is a really great way to do it. So I believe what's happening here is Amy is singing 1/3 below Lizzie in most cases, and makes for this really, really nice harmonic structure.
And in the dark you show me.
There's more than a third lower there. The part that's about to start when I hit play, I think they're about a third apart.
Yeah, it's perfectly reckless. Damn, you leave me defenseless. So break in and take everything I have, till there is nothing left, till it's just your voice in my hair. And when the lights come on, you see me as I am, you're still inside me.
Really cool. No break before going back into this final chorus. This whole bridge section is really nice. I'm just loving this two-part harmony. Really can't get enough of it. Their voices, despite being such different voices color-wise, and probably strengths and weaknesses as well, although we don't hear we don't get the full picture here. The two-part harmony works really, really nicely. Just two very strong singers I love the darker, warmer color on the bottom harmony, and Lizzie's more forward, a little gritty color on the top harmony works really nicely. And I like how this bridge builds back to the third chorus, but there's no big break. Lizzie sustains that note and then goes straight into the final chorus. They both sustain. I didn't realize that. They both sustain that harmony and carry it into the final chorus. Whoa, okay. I thought was Amy taking the top harmony there, or did she take the original melody while Lizzie popped up? I saw Amy was breaking. She wasn't doing that ooh ah bit she was doing earlier. And so I was like, oh, she's probably gearing up for something. Let's see. Pretty hard to tell. I think Amy is... I think all the way up to F sharp 5 in chest voice is a very, very high belt. That's extremely impressive. Are they singing unison there? Maybe they are singing the same bit there. I only heard a difference on that last note there. Amy is taking the higher harmony there, which is a switch, of course, from what we've heard the entire song so far. It's tough though, man, with a really, especially since I'm new to these voices, aside from, you know, hearing Evanescence years ago, really. You know, hearing when it's a really nice, when it's, you know, the audio engineering's good and it's a really, really beautiful blend. Sometimes the timbres, despite being different solo, really blend together, and it becomes difficult to hear who's doing what. If you're not already, you know, familiar. Again, this is, of course, first time hearing it. Perfectly reckless. Damn, you leave me defenseless. No, Amy is on the lower one there. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's perfectly reckless. Damn, you leave me defenseless. So breaking. I love how soft and intimate this final bit was from both singers here. Just allowing it to be really breathy. Not a whisper, right? There's still phonation happening, but ever edging closer and closer to a whisper as the sound ends. So we get this really lovely, intimate duet here at the end. Once essentially all the instrumentation, all the heavy drums have cut out. Just guitar and some synth. Piano. So just piano and cymbal on the drum set there at the end. That's it. That's how intimate it gets. And Amy on the low harmony again. Well, there was that one part where I just, if they were on Harmonies, I just couldn't hear it. And sometimes that happens doing these videos. You get stuck listening to something a certain way, and you actually just can't hear what's really going on. That happens. So maybe that was happening. Otherwise, they were both belting their faces off. Either way, really. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed this reaction and analysis. My first time hearing Lizzie, and first time in a while hearing Amy, and first time analyzing her voice at all. So hope you gained appreciation for these artists. If you did, consider joining my Patreon for free now, to see what's up, and then to get benefits start at $1 a month. And then you can get cooler and cooler benefits the more you want to support that way. Otherwise, guys, please do like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell for notifications. Leave a comment. Anything else you guys want me to check out. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.